Good morning everyone, welcome back to another how-to tutorial. Today we got a 2011 Toyota Tacoma. This thing's only got 40,000 miles on it. It is mind-blowing. This thing is super clean, but the customer wants to switch it all out for AMSOIL products, so without further ado, let's get into it. First step you're going to want to do is come inside. Go ahead and get your hood release. It's right here. And come to the front of the vehicle and lift up on the little lever right there. And then this has a hood prop, which goes up in the top left corner right there with the arrow indicator. Let's go ahead and pop that in real quick. So when you come underneath the front of the vehicle, you got your floor jack. You have a jacking point right here. So that's what we're gonna go off of to lift it up off the ground. We want the tires to be just hovering above so that we have the ability to turn the steering wheel left to right, lock to lock when we're doing this, so that we can flush all the old fluid out easily without any strain being on the wheels. Make sure you also put the parking brake on the rear so that you don't roll away, and also chock the rear so it doesn't roll forward or backward. You should probably only need about a quart to quart and a half. I've used two full quarts before just because it took a while to flush all the old fluid out. Sometimes this can be really bad, but I have a little bit remaining in the Signature Series ATF, and then I got a couple of these OE ATF. But this is your power steering reservoir. It's just a twist cap. You can pull it off. We're gonna be taking off the return hose, the upper one, not the lower, because the lower is what feeds into the power steering system. The upper is what's returning back to the reservoir so it can recirculate back through. We need to take that off, get a clear container to catch the fluid coming out. That way when it turns to the fresh new color from the dark that it is to a bright red, we know that we're fully flushed in the system. Pinch that clip with a pair of pliers here, slide it off, and that's going to start draining. So before we do that, I want you to get two things. One, we're going to get a cap for the bottom of the reservoir because you don't want any of the new fluid pouring out. The only thing I have on hand for that is a small cap here from one of my AMSOIL deals. Just find a little like rubber cap or something that you can pop on the end of that just so that the fluid doesn't come back out. Also, have your bottle ready. This is just a water bottle. I just get something clear so you can see the fluid color coming back out. So once this fills up from you rotating the wheel left to right a few times, you don't want to overfill this either, and you also don't want your reservoir to go down. Turn the wheel to a full lock to the left or the right just one time, come back out, check the level. Top it off as needed, and then get back in and turn it all the way to the right to a lock, come back out, check it, and do it every time. Don't go a full left and a full right because you're gonna suck air into the system and then you're gonna have to bleed that back out, and it's just gonna be more of a headache for you. Let's get this hose off, get the cap on real quick. Have a rag down here because it's gonna drip a little bit, and then you're gonna put the return line hose into this bottle so that that's where that goes, and then put the little cap that you have acquired and put it on the end of the reservoir tip. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pinch this, get that hose clamp back, and then that's out of your way. Now you can pull the hose, gently pull it off. Sometimes it's gonna need a little finagling. Maybe get a flathead screwdriver and pop it underneath there just to kind of break that seal a little bit. The other thing you can do before you pop this off, just so it doesn't drain like crazy, is get a little turkey baster or a suction tool to suck out the fluid that's currently in the reservoir. That way you're not gonna have a bunch spilling out, but I forgot mine today. So we're gonna wing it a little bit here. Fluid is pouring out. All right, I got that capped. Pulled the hose off, routed that down into the bottle. That's already starting to fill up. And then I got the little cap just on the end of this part of the reservoir so it doesn't leak out. And you can see that slowly filling up. Got some brown fluid. All right, so when you do this, go ahead and put the key in the ignition. Don't start the vehicle, and it releases the tension, the lock, so you can turn the wheel. I just turned it all the way to the right, as you can see. I'm going to show you the level already went all the way down. It's depleted. You can see that went completely away. Top this off with some fresh ATF. Go ahead and fill that reservoir up until it gets to the top. Go slow, no need to rush. All right, now we're at the top, so we're going to stop right there. Be sure to check your jug that you're filling up with the old fluid periodically so that you can make sure that doesn't start overflowing as well. All right, so now I'm just going to hop back in. I don't even need to get in the vehicle. You can just stand on the outside, probably better anyway. So now it was at a full lock to the right, so now I'm going to slowly, don't jerk it, don't do it fast, just slowly turn the wheels. Do a full, all the way to the left for a full lock. And once you hit that bump and it's locked out, go ahead and stop. Come back up to the front here. And now we're going to check the reservoir level again. And you can see it went halfway down. About halfway there. And I'm going to check the catch bottle and see the level of that and see if I need to pour it out. But we're just going to keep repeating this process until we get fresh ATF like you're getting out of this bottle. And like I said, be sure not to let the reservoir run dry and the catch bottle to overfill. So I'm going to top this back off again. Probably got one more lock turn here, and then I'll have to empty that catch bottle. It's really quite simple, a very simple process to change out your power steering like this. It is not a trouble at all. All right, so let's check the catch bottle and the reservoir fluid level again, and we'll just keep doing this until it turns red. This is the fluid we got. Kind of hard to see, but it is super dark, and then you can see the last little bit has started to get fresh and red. So I am going to pour this into the quart bottle that we just put into the system. So we've almost used just one full quart to do this flush, which is great because on the other Tacoma I serviced, we had to use over two and a half quarts because it was so nasty and the system needed to keep getting flushed. Cycle that one more time. It should come through all red now. And if it does, we're good. And then we're going to set the proper level with that hot max, hot min, cold max. And I'm happy to say we have complete, clear, fresh power steering fluid in this thing. So that's all you need to do right there. And I'm going to show you how to set the level and we'll wrap it up. So upon filling this all the way to the top, it's maxed out, and then I did one full rotation to a lock from left to right or right to left, whatever you were at. And it actually took it down to the cold max perfectly. Let's see if I can get it. So it's right in between, right underneath the cold max. So I'll just top it off a little bit. But other than that, we're good to go. All right, so I quickly pulled this cap off and I slid the hose on to the return line on the plastic end. And the level did drop just slightly, so we'll bring that up to the cold max, or if you've been running your vehicle and you know the engine's hot and the system's hot, bring it back up to the hot max. Or preferably just bring it right in between the two and adjust after you've driven for a while. See if any more air bubbles have come out and such. Also, you need to check that after about 5 miles driving down the road and turning. I'm going to top this back off. We're going to slide your clamp back over top where it needs to go. Top this off and put the cap back on. Go ahead and straighten your wheel back out. Lower the jack down. Go ahead and start her up. Take her for a spin. See how it does. Folks, thanks for joining me for another little how-to tutorial. If you found this video helpful or useful, please leave us a like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and the business, and it means I can bring more content like this to you. If you have any tips or tricks that would have made this video more helpful, please leave it down in the comments so we can help each other out. The only way we're going to get better. And as always, take care, God bless, peace.